fuck.
wants to see nipples.
Shift. Holy
Yeah.
fuck! Look at them nipples. They're so fucking lickable. My god, my fucking poor neighbors right now.
Your fucking foreskin right now.
My fucking foreskin neighbors right now.
This-
You know why they're
Well,
foreskin?
I'm
Because
sorry,
they're fucking
I
useless.
skinned 4 of my neighbors, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, because they don't know how to fucking not slam a fucking door.
Next thing you know, bang, bang, bang.
Oh, fucking start slamming their faces into the fucking door. Fucking Mexicans.
While telling them to give their balls a tug.
They're all
Alright,
Mexicans.
so are we just doing like the one debate topic or what?
Yeah, Vin's typing it up right now.
Typing it right now.
I'm okay with it. Fucking, it's goddamn April, boys. Fucking
Yeah.
Matt is 34.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, that old bitch.
Alright, art thou ready?
Yeah.
Who wants
we are
to do
ready.
the opening?
I'll do it.
Holy fuck.
Oh
Look at him
shit.
fucking contributing.
Okay.
Contributing more than just being a fat guy.
Alright, well, welcome back to the Memento Morons. We had a bit of a hiatus planned, but some shit came up and we had to talk about it. So, roll call first. Above me. The fucking,
No,
Diversity
someday
hire.
he'll learn.
the diversity hire. I couldn't, my brain fucked up. We got Matthew Padilla.
Someday he'll learn it's from
Oh.
Vin's perspective.
Hell yeah.
What an absolute champion. Then we have the editor in chief, Benjamin Bain.
What's up?
Then we got the soapy one.
The soapy one?
You're
Holy-
killing it. You're killing it,
Did
bud.
you just
Keep going.
fucking learn to speak yesterday?
Shut up. The
I
one who
think-
looks the one that looks half asleep, Connor Impey.
And yeah.
And to my right, the man, the myth, the legend, Dalton Slayton.
You wanna fucking suck my dick or something? Fucking
Maybe.
goddamn, you absolute fucking queer.
You shut your whore
Only
mouth.
if you will place your tummy on top of my head while doing so.
I'll fucking do it, Matt. If you want this Quest VR, you gotta fucking suck my dick. Baby.
And I'm Jace Kirkhart. We are the Memento Morons. So,
Fucking fat.
we are really focusing on one topic today. Consoles versus PCs. Have consoles become irrelevant?
No.
No! Case closed. All right, if you have any business rights complaints, let's
No.
go.
Nope.
we had
We're
the same
going.
thought.
We're going in deep on this
Has
one.
it fucking has it? So, has consoles become irrelevant, my boys? My question is, what do you register as a console, and what do you register as a PC?
I would.
Yeah, one at a time. Okay, let's.
Yeah.
do
All
that.
right, let's just go down the field. Matt, you first.
Well, to me, a console is something already put together. You plug it into your TV, everything you need's right there.
So a pre-built computer is also a console?
Yeah, a laptop would be pre-built computer, yes. But with a PC, you have to buy the tower, you have to buy a monitor, you have to buy the keyboard, you got to buy the mouse, you got to buy all this extra stuff.
Well, you also have to buy a TV for a console as well, Matt.
Yes, but most people already have TVs. To just
Here's-
buy a PlayStation and plug it in, I'm good to go. I don't have to worry about setting stuff up.
All right,
I don't have
all
to
right,
worry.
All right.
Okay, okay,
Look,
fine.
okay, we can get into the anger and argument a little bit. We can. I'm just looking for what you count as a because there are
Yes.
a lot of different
There's a
systems,
lot.
a lot of different consoles. We could honestly count Macintosh under the PC, or we could count it as a console. I'm going to count it under a fucking garbage bin because that's where
Thank
Macintosh
you.
belongs. But you also got
Macintosh.
fucking Apple does have gaming. Let me do my quotations in my fat here. But I would say that a PC is everything that has to do with anything tower-wise, monitor-wise, with, internal components that you can change easily. Because you can always change a laptop's internal components as well. It's a little harder, but you still can.
Yeah.
You can also change an Xbox and a PlayStation, the OG ones, not the newer ones. It's a little harder to do. But
And you could upgrade your SSDs on the PS5. So
yeah. So I mean, it's so with your definition, Matt, that's a convoluted one. But let's go with when we decide what the PC and what the console is we'll go with consoles that have to do with the basic ones that we all know, like the Nintendo, the PlayStations, Xboxes, the Segas, and then the PC is obviously the OG, what everyone realizes is a PC.
So, with regards to definition of console versus PC, I've actually got something that everybody can get behind. A console.
That ass.
God damn it.
Your mom?
Hey, shut up.
Jace, shut the fuck up. Throw your hazards on and park on the side of the road. You blew out. You blew out on the fucking intro, dude. But anyways, a console is a specialized piece of hardware that focuses mainly on gaming and gaming alone.
So would you say the Xbox One is not a console?
No, the Xbox. Well, okay. Specializes.
They did kind of more focus in this. Well, it's not just for games, which is why the fucking PS4 demolished them because they're we're going back to gaming, baby.
Okay, specializes with gaming, not gaming alone, but it has its biggest strength in gaming. You know, like so, you wouldn't want to visit a social media site on an Xbox or a PlayStation.
Okay, who hasn't watched porn on a PlayStation?
But I have watched porn on my PS3. Yes,
I've watched porn on my PS3 as well. But fuck it, it's.
I've watched porn on my Xbox. What are you talking about? Not the OG, the one, obviously.
But no, anyways. I think the main issue at hand is what. It's all a case of familiarity and member berries. With regards to the whole console versus PC debate, because at this point in time, it's become a moot point. Because people talk about how with PC you have to throw all this stuff together, whereas with a console you just plug and play. You can do the same shit with a regular PC. It's just if you want to go the extra mile and build your own shit, that's different.
Yeah, they're obviously way more customizable. But still, they're usually more expensive. Not saying you can't get good cheap ones. You can find bundles where you get everything together as one, but it's just easier to go pick up a PlayStation and take it home, and it's just good to go. You boot it up, put in a game. PCs, you got to start setting everything up. Make sure you're connected to the internet. You got to log into all your shit. You got to do all this extra stuff just to even get it started working.
You don't have to be connected to the internet for the both. Okay, wait. Newer PCs, yes. Newer consoles. All consoles have to be online now.
Yeah.
A lot of towers don't even have disc trays anymore, man.
I need to actually buy one. But the thing with saying that it's just the plug and play is there are PCs you can just plug and play to.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not
Turn our laptop on, boom,
setup.
right there. It's already set up.
Plug and play.
I don't gotta buy extra shit.
And here's the issue with your argument on that one, Matt. You'll need internet for initial setup regarding any console. And you'll need it for online multiplayer, updates, and accessing online services.
Nowadays you do. Back
in the day you don't.
Well, we're talking about current day. It's become, not that it always was,
So, I know Ben's thing is, does it still have a relevancy today to continuously make consoles?
Of course it does. Some people don't have the room for a whole nother place with the computer. They don't have an extra table to put a fucking monitor on with the tower shoved in a corner. Some people live in a one-bedroom apartment where I have a TV and something to hold my TV and I can put my Xbox under it.
Yeah, but you can also do that with a PC. You can hook your PC up to your TV.
I understand that you can. All this stuff you can do. I'm just saying there's extra stuff that comes along with the PC.
You know what comes extra with a PC? A little tiny USB thing and 2 wireless devices. That's it. Which we have wireless devices for the consoles as well.
Yeah.
Of course we do. Yeah. I'm not saying I don't think it will. I don't think we're gonna see an end to consoles, really, man.
No, I don't think consoles are going to go anywhere.
There's a convenience that comes along with the console compared to PC. And I've been playing PC a lot more. I really have. I see its appeal. I'm enjoying it. I don't use controllers on it because I want it to be its own fucking thing, man. I appreciate it as its own beast. Yeah, it can do all this extra shit. And now that it's stealing all the exclusives PlayStation used to have, yes, that is making them kind of like, you gave them God of War? Why?
But they gave it significantly after the original, when it came out originally. Yeah. And I don't think Ragnarok has come out yet.
No,
it has.
Ragnarok is
y'all got
PC.
that. Y'all took the y'all got Horizon. Like, I mean, once that started happening and because exclusives kind of that's how consoles had their battles.
Yeah.
Who had better exclusives? Yes, Connor?
Came out September 19th, 2024.
Yeah,
last year. But no,
we even have Uncharted.
Mm-hmm.
I have a love-hate relationship with the system exclusivity thing. I'm okay with it being like timed exclusives, like a year or so exclusive to such console. But if it goes to another console, when it moves to the other ones, you're going to get the most up-to-date and the latest version of the game. So everybody else is getting the best version of said game compared to whenever it came out.
That's happened with some games where just because the PlayStation got it later, it was actually a better put-together game.
Yep. It's like with God of War, and all those other ones that were exclusive to the PlayStation, and then like Halo that was exclusive to Xbox. Whenever those went over to PC and everything, we got the best versions of said game.
Yeah, I got fucking like 12 of those games for like $10, and I enjoyed them. They were great. My brother had the Xbox. I picked the PlayStation. That way we could do our own separate shit. And then it just, I'm still PlayStation till I die. Although I can't play Guild Wars 2 on there because it's a PC only. I can't play Postal on my fucking PlayStation. But
yeah, I doubt Sony would even allow.
Yeah, Sony's not going to allow Postal on their platform.
They're actually they have a VR of Postal 2 coming out.
I know!
I'm excited.
You just want to be like, will you sign my fucking petition?
Yeah.
Sign my petition!
No,
go ahead, Ben.
With regards to everything, I understand the convenience, but there's a tax on that convenience. I mean, as we all know, consoles have only been getting ever increasingly more expensive. Believe the original MSRP, correct me if I'm wrong, Matt, but for a PS5 was like what, $500 at launch? And now you got
five or six.
5 or 6, yeah. And now you got a PS5 Pro that's starting at $700, and that's without the freaking disc drive.
Yeah, they're getting rid of disc drives, which sucks, man. They're trying to
download everything.
And that's cool and all. Don't get me wrong. It's there's that convenience as well. We're becoming more. That's why fucking movie stores close because Netflix. But I remember I supported Netflix when they were sending me discs in the mail, dog. I still went to Hastings every day and gave them my money.
I don't like the make it where you have to digitally download because you need more fucking space, memory space. B, they have the ability to just fucking take that bitch off. Like Steam, like if you've paid for a Steam game, normally they'll just pay you back if they get rid of it and you can't play it, or you're still able to play it through Steam, but you can't find it again and buy it.
Yeah, or if
Steam is really good, but a lot of places,
if your account gets banned or something, man, then you're fucked.
You're completely fucked.
People, they will brick entire systems, man.
To be fair, with Steam, if you get your account banned,
you had to do something bad.
That's your fucking fault.
Yeah. No, you went.
That is the actions of your consequences.
If you get banned, if your Steam account itself gets banned, you did something bad to deserve it, and it's not.
When there's a game called Sex with Hitler, you got to do something pretty bad to get banned from.
I mean, it's not like a little oopsie. I did an oopsie poopsie on such and such game. No, you went out.
You went on Stardew Valley and called everyone the N word for like 4 days.
This dude, the fucking TF2, everyone does it. Like they don't even ban each other on TF2. They're like, just Inward. Like,
Dude,
don't tell them you're a streamer. Jesus, fuck, don't say you're a streamer on there.
In TF2, it's like, let's say you're a short order baker and you need to make 6 million cookies, but you only have 6 ovens to do it with. How long does it take?
Were you about to say 6 million cookies?
I said cookies.
I know you were saying cookies, but you fucked up, and it's all you sound to say cookies.
I had something in my throat. Okay, fuck off.
Not the first time, but no. I've kind of gotten the bully treatment a little bit because I have TTV on my Steam tag, and I've joined a couple public lobbies and everything, and I would get fucking bullied because of it. And I'm like,
oh yeah, that's why I don't put that on that shit.
I'm just like, half the time I'm laughing at it because I'm like, okay, this is dumb as hell. But there are times when they'll get like really creative, thinking you're streaming and trying to kill you like some of the most creative ways, and I'm like, okay, that was actually pretty entertaining. I can't get mad.
But no, with consoles, it's a convenience tax, honestly, because while they aren't as expensive as some PCs, I'll give you that. The transactions keep going down, like they're bleeding you in other ways. With PlayStation Plus, you have to pay a monthly fee for that. With with games getting ever increasingly more expensive, you're paying more on that. The average price of a freaking PC game is on about like $40, $30-$40 with the exception.
Yeah, but also with like Steam and PC gaming, you could get a fuck ton of stuff for under $10, man.
Exactly.
I was finally able to beat Gun, which I loved back in the day. Never beat it. Fucking, oh shit, that's like $6. Beat the shit out of it. Like, that's a good ass fucking Western game.
Can I counterpoint you?
Go for it.
And how I usually view things is right down the middle. So you got your consoles, which, you got to change them out every fucking, 5 years to the newest console or something, because the graphics are better, everything's better. With the PC, it's the same shit. You're still having to change shit out. Like, right now, we're in between generations, because I can't find a fucking, for the processor that we talked about me getting, right?
Yeah.
Is the older gen processor because of the motherboard that I have. But all my stuff is DDR4 as well. So eventually I'm going to have to change that bitch up and shit into the newer generations anyway, just to keep up with the demand.
Well,
so we're going to have to keep updating our shit. Anyway, PC can last longer than consoles, yes, because Ben has Frankensteined his fucking absolute unit of a computer that was trying to kill itself. But we still have to update our stuff as well, and our stuff can get kind of pricey. Whereas with the console, you only just have to update it once.
Ben's old PC is the reason we have global warming.
Ben's old PC literally needed its own breaker, because it was almost at 80% fucking capacity on its overcurrent protection device.
And that was after undervolting a lot of crucial parts too.
Yeah. His computer, honestly, I'm surprised it hasn't burned down a fucking house. I'm surprised it hasn't burned down the house you're in now when you running as a server.
Give it time.
Well, hell, whenever you turned it on, it flickered your lights, didn't it?
Yeah, but I think there's a problem inside my panel I need to look at, because the other night I heard some crackling. I'm like, that doesn't sound good. And then I forgot about it till now, so I may actually need to go open up my thing.
Do you smell the Sparkies yet, or what?
No. I may smell it when I wake up in the middle of the morning and have to run out of my apartment butt-ass naked because I sleep naked. But anyway, so in my opinion, in my thoughts, is the consoles are for the everyman, are for the average Joe like Matt.
Absolutely.
He likes simple. He doesn't like complication. He has enough complicated, things in his life. He doesn't need more. So he just wants basic, easy shit. The PC is more for us, the uber nerds, who can look at shit and be like, oh, I know how to fucking mess with this and fix this, blah, blah, blah.
Also, point to consoles. When I get a game on there, I don't have to worry about if my console can run it. It's made to run that game. It's made for those frame rates.
Oh, they have it set, or they have the game lowered.
It's where it needs to be. There's stuff I've gotten on PC that, you'll get, that line that kind of, runs sometimes. I'm not sure what that's from, but that happens on some games.
Ben was like scratching at his ear, and I know it was probably just an actual itch, but to me, it just like, I can't believe someone said something so stupid. That was exactly how I was about that. That's why I was chuckling. But I mean, that for Matt, it does kind of make sense, because when you buy a console and you play a game, 9 times out of 10, that game's going to work on that console.
Perfectly.
The 1 out of 10 is because the fucking people who made the game are stupid and needed to be fucking
it's just a bad game.
Well, I've actually got a counterpoint to that counterpoint, Dalton.
Of course he does.
It was Matt's counterpoint. I'm just fucking advancing on it.
you did a counterpoint, and then Matt tacked on with it.
Okay, so my counterpoint with his added on to that. So go ahead.
Yes.
Counterpoint and a half.
Yeah.
So with regards to swapping out PC components, it's more or less, if you get a decent system to start with, let's say budget wise, because everybody can speak money. Let's say on about $600. I mean, fuck it, stretch it, $700.
Connor can't speak 2 nickels to rub together to make coffee right now, so.
Well, actually, no, I'm not. Anyways, so you get like a $600-700 console, or no, $600-700 PC. Same shit. It'll actually potentially run you a lot farther than a console bought at the same time, and you won't have to swap out a single part. The only difference is that you would have to scale graphical settings accordingly. I have this it came out in 2017, right? It can play games today, right now. No joke. I can throw this in any fucking tower, and it'll play any game that I want. However,
you can change the graphics and like how it responds to it. That is true.
It'll automatically change it. That's the other thing. This has become so intuitive, so plug and play, that unless you want to get into the weeds and start changing settings on your own, you don't really have to do a fucking thing. You install and you hit play, and as long as you get a decent system, like you're getting a console, same time period, then you're fine for a while. Matt's actually using a graphics card in his computer that came out in 2018. 7 years ago, and he's throwing down with us on Helldivers.
To be fair, I can still play my 360.
So if we're speaking money, I got $700 to either buy a console, buy a PC. I go out, I drop that $700. Let's say I get exactly what you said, something decent. Does that include the monitor I have to buy and all the other components, or did I just spend $700 on the tower? Because if I still need a monitor and I only have $700, now I gotta get like a tower for like $300, $400, so I can have an extra.
Counterpoint to that, you could just use your TV like Connor does.
I was gonna say that.
Like most people, they don't want their thing on their TV, because most people got a TV in the living room. That's for family time. They don't want, you don't want to be have to kick your family out to watch porn on your TV. That's a dumb idea.
Dude, that's what your cell phone's for.
PC. No, don't watch porn on your gaming PC.
That's a power move, Matt.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
I'm just saying.
And there's counterpoint, though, if you say you use controllers more often than not, right? So, like, you using a PlayStation, you could use your PlayStation controller while on your computer.
My controller. I don't do it on PC. I want PC to be mouse and keyboard.
But you can use your mouse. You can use that mouse, like your controller, on and like while you're sitting at your at your TV in your living room.
I understand, but let's say I spend the $700, got my tower. I'm gonna plug this into my TV. I don't have a keyboard. I don't have money for it. I don't have a mouse. You said I can use a fucking PlayStation controller on this.
Hold up.
How would I even get that set up since I just spent $700 on this tower that's now into my TV? I have no way to type shit. I can't.
You can buy a mouse.
Can I just use the mouse and everything and do it like a PlayStation?
All right, hold up. So
a lot of them come with mouse and keyboards too.
A lot of them come with mouse and keyboards.
You can buy bundles. They got stuff that comes together, but also the typical average person doesn't want to have to build their shit.
No,
they want to be able to just buy it and be able. I can plug this in and start playing games and log into the Steam account and stuff.
That's the thing.
Average people don't want to do that shit, man.
I'm taking the building out of the equation, though. That's the thing.
I'm just saying you need extra money for not even bells and whistles, man.
No, whenever you get a computer, like a name brand computer, like let's say you get like a $700 Dell or something, right, from a big box store, it will come with a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, they kind of have to, because without it, they'd be fucking useless.
Some of them even come with the monitors.
So
yeah, it's always where the bundles come in.
Yeah.
So if I had $700, I would try to find something in that range that would have everything with it.
Yeah.
To be fair, this monitor here was like $20, and this one over here I paid $44.
Yeah,
but they were both on sale.
Great deals. So. I still want to invest in a curved monitor.
Yeah.
For this one.
So
actually, mine and Ben's was $300 because we have the same monitor.
Yep. But and more to your point, honestly, if you were just going to be using the computer as mostly a gaming system to completely be a console replacement, you know, all you'd have to do is keep hold of that monitor or that keyboard and mouse for updates and shit. With Steam, you've got this thing called Big Picture Mode. You can run that shit on a PlayStation controller. I can hit this button twice, and it'll Big Picture Mode.
I get that.
Yeah,
I know you can, but like I said, when I got into PC, I wanted it to be completely separate.
He doesn't want
to my brain is trained for controllers. I'm sure some stuff on here would be a lot easier for me to use, but I'm like, I need to, you know, because even back when I used to play Diablo 2 on my grandma's computer, man, I would just sit there and I'd forget to swallow spit for like an hour. Then I'd be like, water, because I was so just like being. No, Grandma, I know it's Diablo, but I'm fighting evil, okay? I said I'd only play as a paladin, and they're holy people, okay? She left, log into my fucking necromancer. What's up?
But yeah, no. I'm just saying with regards, like, your personal experience and everything is different. I'm going for the average Joe Schmo. Hey, I got
exactly the point, though.
Yeah, I've got $700.
I'm the average Joe Schmo. You're the one who's been like, take apart computer, build computers your whole life. So of course you have the PC on a pedestal, which it really should be, because without PCs we wouldn't have consoles.
Meanwhile, Ben, 20 years in the future, can you use Sheeman as thermal paste substitute? We find out today.
Can you use bathwater as liquid cool? No, you cannot.
You can, but you'll ruin your fucking system, and whoever did that needs to be cockslapped by
some
fucking...
guy used Bella Delphine's bathwater for his fucking liquid cooler, and it's like, bro, y'all shit ain't working anymore, and we all know why.
There's gonna be
someone die from drinking that?
The first STD given to a PC.
No,
but Boris would actually use vodka as for his PC.
It is distilled.
He even one time used mayonnaise as a thermal paste.
I wouldn't,
but well though.
I wouldn't be surprised with Boris. He loves his
mayo. Is mayonnaise a thermal paste?
Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
But no, like I'm just talking about the average Joe. With honestly, Matt, you're kind of a bit of a hybrid at this point. You're not exactly.
Yeah, you're like a bisexual.
He's a daywalker.
On the high.
No, he's a daywalker.
Because how you're wanting to approach PC gaming. If the average person was to go into it and be like, hey, I have a keyboard and mouse, can I use a controller with it? Yeah, sure, just do this. Oh, hell yeah, I'd do this.
That's great.
You know? And so that's
and then there's me, it's like advanced gaming.
But like, that's why I said...
I bought this today, Ben.
That's what... Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy his old one so I can play Resident Evil 4.
Instead of buying the processor, which I probably should have bought, I had to buy this because my VR was so fucking old and it didn't really work for what I was trying to do.
See, and I'm fine because my PSVR is still very old, but it still works. And like, that's how I get my VRs when a friend sells them to me cheaper than they are.
Actually, we'll talk more about my plans for that later.
Yeah,
we'll continue on with our conversation here.
But yeah, no, so that's why I'm coming to it with a Joe Schmo perspective in that, hey, if there's an option for controller, they're going to fucking choose that option. Especially if it's wireless and all they have to do is turn the bitch on, hit the button twice on their old PS4 controller they found behind their couch, and boom, theme big picture mode, just click.
Can I use this to play Halo?
Do it.
Yeah, I can use it to play Halo on my PC.
You can use fucking Wiimotes, the fucking infrared shit, you can use Wiimotes on your damn computer. As a matter of fact, all you need to do to replicate the infrared bar are 2 candles. And you just
with my MetaQuest, I don't actually even need to use the controllers. I can actually just use my hands.
You could call it though. You could call it. But no, I found that out, and I was like, dude, I could turn my computer into a Wii placement. Like, what the fuck?
Get out. That one was bad. Get out.
We're doing
White console.
You know what? Fuck, I'm on Matt's side with the console now. Fuck you, Ben. Because of that pun itself, I hate the PC.
I'm selling my PC now. I don't want to be associated
I'm
with
just gonna go buy a fucking PS5.
Yeah, I see that. I'm recording. It's cool. Go on.
But no.
Okay, so Ben went on a half-hour tirade about absolutely nothing. So let's move on.
You.
Nothing, Chase.
Fuck you.
It was just the magic of a ball sack talking to us.
Both of y'all. Jesus Christ.
Of y'all, stop! You're making
baby.
my nuts blush.
Oh man, that's really not hard for you, Matt.
Yeah, Matt, you whore.
Yeah.
All you need is a slight pee touch, and Matt's fucking balls are goddamn just.
Now we kind of skirted around one thing. I'm gonna bring it back front and center because the times they be a changing, and yeah, sure, the introductory cost might be a little bit more on the PC, but game cost is a lot less. And let's face it, shit's getting expensive.
To be fair, a lot of people look at the short-term monetization of something. They look at like what it is right now. They don't look at what the long-term function of affordability is. So like they'll look at a console like right now. Say Matt, he looks at a console at $700 compared to the PC that's $1,000. But what he doesn't a lot of people don't realize is that the amount of games that you buy, the amount of stuff that you could buy for the PlayStation is significantly more expensive compared to where the PC, for the most part, you could just keep the same stuff for a long period of time, and the games are also cheaper. So over time, it's cheaper, but short term, it's the console is cheaper.
Yep.
And a lot of people have that problem of seeing long-term investments.
Yep.
Not to go into that kind of mode of long-term investments, but like buying a house is a long-term investment.
Well, I mean,
unless you're me, and then you sell it in a year. Everybody's
got ADHD bullshit going on, but I'm just looking at it from a brass tacks point of view. I mean, I built, even though I built this, I still used about the same budget that we're talking about. It was $750, out the fucking door, boom. Hey guys, what's up?
Let's not talk about mine.
Over the course
of... Ben, you also replaced it bit by bit.
No, he bought it all at once. I did mine bit by bit. He did his all at once.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
It was that time that he actually had money for once.
Yeah.
It wasn't
at him now.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you know what? Ben did that with his computer. Now he doesn't have money, so maybe we should go to consoles.
Oh my God.
Maybe he should have got a PlayStation and he'd be completely fine right now.
But anyways,
Ben just can't win on this, can he?
With the average cost of a PC game being about $35 plus or minus depending on what the release is, and consoles being $60 or console games being $60 up until now, you could argue, there's a $25 deficit there. I want to get a game.
But then, every game that comes out is $60 regardless what consoles it's on.
Exactly.
Every new game on Steam, fucking $60-$70, just like regardless where I go.
On the game, because a lot of indie games is a lot cheaper.
A lot of indie games are a lot cheaper.
Indie games on PlayStation as well. So
the price of the game for like a new game. So say GTA 6 decides to get his fucking finger out of his ass and put it on the PC at the same time, which they're not going to. They're going console first because Rockstar believes the opposite of what Ben's preaching right now.
That's fine.
But the thing is, those games are that high because of the companies, not necessarily the consoles themselves. So that's why indie games. What?
Ben's about to have a Cartman subplot where he demands Congress to allow Grand Theft Auto 6 to be released on the PC.
I don't care for Grand Theft Auto 6. All right,
I totally do. I can't. I liked 4 when it came out on the PS3. It should have stayed there.
That's a whole other issue, but with what I'm trying to say is, where was my point? What was I saying? I don't remember anything.
Cost-wise.
Cost-wise, yes. So, like, Helldivers was only $40, unless you bought the deluxe edition, then it was $50.
It's also a live service game.
And it is a live service game, which...
But it does live service correctly.
It fucked up a little bit at a time.
We're
but
not arguing if it does it correctly or not. We're just saying...
We're just arguing prices
differ.
Yeah, it's depending on the studio. It's depending on like who's making it. So like these AAA companies who come out and it's like, oh, our games have to be $60 because we have a high overhead. No, motherfucker, you have a high overhead because you rich motherfuckers have to go off and have your yachts. Fuck you, you greedy bitches. Make games that we want to make. That's why I love indie games, which are usually cheaper. And if you wanted to, if you had the technical know-how, you can learn how to do the indie games and make them on the PC yourself.
Make money.
I mean, one other thing that the reason why they're getting so expensive now is because they, like you said, they have all that overhead and everything. But a lot of these companies, thanks to Rona, are suffering from a lot of bloat now. They have so many people under the hood and everything. Like, oh, what game was it that it was like? I think it was Avowed that came out.
Oh, and it had like that one that's kind of like Skyrim, but not near as good as Skyrim when you compare the two.
But they had, I think it was Avowed, but it had like a 2.5 hour long credit scene.
Good.
Jesus Christ.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That was Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Oh yeah. It's like
these companies are so bloated now.
Yeah, Ubisoft's got so many fucking. Ubisoft, when it was a small company making Assassin's Creed 1, made a great fucking game, and nowadays they're just making shit and throwing it out there like this. People will love it. No,
I loved Odyssey. I felt that was a good change of pace for the Black Flag was great, but also like them updating how Assassin's Creed kind of was just getting played out, making it a bigger open world.
They actually pissed off the entirety of the Japanese government with that game.
Of course.
We used the Black Samurai, who's actually in our history.
No,
there was a history for like
Samurai
5
in there.
seconds. He was there for 5 seconds, and they made. But to be fair, hold on. As an assassin, he wouldn't want to be in the spotlight anyway, so I can kind of fucks with it.
There's also an assassin Asian lady who's
he's
what the thing is like a lot of the people said that guy didn't have a lot of relevance in history. He was there, but he wasn't like really big in the history. But the issue is it's a fictional game based in a fictional universe where these people are secret assassins that people don't know about. So that guy may have been public for 5 minutes, but in their world, he was very active. So I mean that in itself can be balanced out as it's a fictional fucking thing, and I don't fucks with it for that. I just fucks because I'm tired of the Assassin's Creed trope. That's the only issue that I'm tired of. I don't give a fuck about the story.
They also did a whole bunch of other things to piss off the Japanese government, but the fact, what I was getting at, these companies are getting so bloated. They're basically hiring all these people that don't really need to be there.
Yep.
It's like
DEI manager.
Right, I guarantee. Did the janitor get a shout out in the credits too?
No, he
I
didn't.
fucking shout out the janitor. Like, this boy came in and fucking cleaned our shit, and we're messy motherfuckers. Bravo to him. Give him a raise.
But
Scruffy.
Well, Scruffy's a beast in and of himself. But like I said, so much bloat and everything. It makes the games. They feel like they can charge whatever the fuck they want, and a lot of devs are just waiting on Rockstar right now to see what they're gonna do. Because everyone's like, GTA 6 needs to be $100 at release. Whenever, like, a lot of people are like, no, the fuck it don't.
Better not be.
Bro, they can put that shit at 30 and make their money back.
70, if it's $79.99. Okay, I do really want to play Grand Theft Auto 6. I loved 5, I loved 4, I loved 3.
Well, the way things are going with the Nintendo, what their last Nintendo Direct, they're going to charge $80 for Mario Kart World on the new Switch that's coming out. But nope, I'm not done. They're charging $80 for the digital, $90 for the physical copy, and all it is just a piece of plastic you can put into your Switch. And it tells their servers to download it onto your game. You don't own anything.
Now, hold on. One thing that they should do is if you do have physical media, it should be cheaper.
Yes.
But all of this shit's the same price. that in itself should automatically be a red flag with the whole industry, is the fact that they're putting all the games at $60, even if you have the physical media, which the physical media should cost more to make because it's more stuff that you have to go through. Whereas the digital, you just fucking put it up online and then, send it out.
Which, like, honestly, the day... Sorry about this, but the day of $60 games has officially died with Nintendo's announcement.
Yeah.
Oh, but so you know, the average price in 2023, I can't find 2025, for a PC Steam game was $15.20.
Well, it's because they have a whole bunch of games that are always under $5.
Yeah.
But that's the average price in 2023. I'll keep looking for 2025.
Yeah, 2024.
I think all of us here who use Steam have a back catalog of this was $6, that was $5, this was $4. Ooh, 3 games for fucking
most of my games that I have bought have been on sale,
and we haven't touched them.
I will admit, I have done the fucking Steam summer sale is fucking dangerous, man. Praise the Gaben. For this
$19.07 in 2024, estimated to go down to $18.78 by 2028.
Yeah. So. But the thing is, if you look at it, console game prices haven't raised up since the PS3 days. Because with PS1, every new release was a blanket price, $39.99, $40. Spyro the Dragon, Twisted Metal, all that shit. Gran Turismo. PS2, it went up $10. Yep. PS3
is when it started going to like $60, man.
Yes. And then... except for the occasional $70 release, or like, let's say you get the special edition shit, like, I think the Order 1886 had a whole ass fucking thing about it.
Yeah, if you're buying a special edition that come like, those Hogwarts Legacy came with like a spell book that had a floating wand, there's some reason to spend money on like a special edition that gives you extra shit.
Oh, of course. I'm not discounting that, but I'm saying aside from that shit, the price has been at or around $60 since the bar was set in 2006.
Yeah.
What a day that was. I fucking hated that shit. I was like, bro, like every game I was buying up to that point was $40. It's like,
actually take that back. Take it back a year. The 360 was the fall guy for that in 2005. Because it came out in 05.
Yeah,
man, it's like when weed started
$40.
It's like when weed started going from Reggie, which is just regular asshole dirty weed, to like Hydro, which is like better weed. So instead of getting a bag of weed, you got a small gram, and you're like, "What is this? I gave you $20." Turned out it was just better weed, and now it's hard to find of weed.
I was thinking the same thing, Dalton. But
is it better to get a smaller amount of better weed or a larger amount of less quality weed?
What are you fucking asking me? I'm allergic to it.
It depends how many people you got to smoke out.
If it's just for you.
If it's get the better quality weed for sure.
But with the console game prices, they've been looking for an excuse to raise the price up.
Of course they have.
But with how everything's They follow economic trends in order to try and justify that shit, right? Well, with 2008, you had the financial crisis. Everybody's losing their fucking ass. And then you've got this constant up and down bullshit that's been going on. So they've been sitting at $60, just kind of looking at each other. They're like, one of us has to give. One of us has to raise the price. It's not going to be me. And now Nintendo is looking at this like, oh, fuck it, I do harakiri. And then,
Nintendo's serious about their shit. They're the fucking Disney of video games.
But they decided
Mickey Mouse don't fuck around.
They decided to fall on their sword with the uptick in price, and because of that, mark my fucking words, everything else is going to follow. And I wouldn't be a damn bit surprised if there was a $90 GTA 6.
I'm going to call it right now. Rockstar, they're going to put their balls on the tables at $100. Take it or leave it.
Bro, what if Rockstar just goes, fuck it, $60?
I'd be very surprised.
To be fair, Rockstar makes their money back.
If it's $60, I'm getting it day one.
Rockstar makes their money back in pre-sales alone.
True. But also, that's kind of a fucking burn, too, because even though you you bought it before you got it downloaded, then the day release, you still got to wait for it to download and install, which takes just as long as if you would have just bought it the same day.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, they also...
I don't know, pre-sales...
Well, pre-sales do make a lot of money, I will admit, but with Rockstar and a lot of games now, they try to make their money with live action services, i.e. microtransactions. And as funny as it is, that is why, I forget. Oh yeah, it was Failguard. Whenever that failed, the CEO of BioWare said, "Oh, that didn't do so well because it didn't have enough live action or live service stuff to it." And everyone's like, "No, your game failed because it was a piece of shit."
Because it was campy.
Yep. Now
all it was a group wank therapy session, and you were the therapist.
Now, with regards to all the stuff that's been mentioned, there is something that's a little bit more prevalent on the console side than the PC side, which honestly kind of hurts my soul. Servers shutting down on games.
Yep.
Which basically leaves you with nothing but a coaster.
Dude, when the Halo 2 servers shut down, there was a group of players that stayed logged in for months at a time until some of them just lost power. And then when it came down to the last dude, he still was streaming him just running around the empty maps until Bungie forced him off the server. But dude, that's such a to the pile.
Yeah,
get everyone to play the last game of an online fucking thing.
The news article says, "You say goodbye, we say Halo."
You say goodbye, we say hello.
To be
fair, I remember that story.
The whole issue of shutting down servers, I get, because you gotta pay for it. It's something you gotta, pay for. Over time, it's sad. It's a sad thing for consoles and PC. It happens a lot.
It happened to me on a couple of games that I play.
I'm not saying that it doesn't happen on PC. I'm saying that it happens less, and there's also alternative ways to use it to get multiplayer.
People are still playing Star Wars Galaxies. I have Star Wars Galaxies. I play that shit with a bunch of other fucking nerds who made servers.
There's a way to still play Lord of the Rings Conquest. You have to download it off its own website, but there's still people doing online on Lord of the Rings Conquest. If y'all figure out how to do it, there is a link and stuff to I've watched people play it online, but we fuck some shit up, dude. You can literally be a Balrog and fuck up the Hobbiton, man. It's that didn't happen in the books. I
love alternate histories on video games.
I'm down to figure it out. Fuck it. But it's become more prevalent and also more recent. I mean, just with the last console generation alone, the PS4, you have games like Killzone Shadowfall, Killzone Mercenary, Gran Turismo Sport for the racing guys, Little Big Planet 3, a whole bunch of shit. Resident Evil Reverse, I believe, is the latest one that's going to shut down in June.
Sorry about that. I had to go blow my nose.
By the way, I found it. Lord of the Rings Conquest.
Yeah, dude.
Good shit. So, I mean, that's just one thing. There's no alternative ways of playing a fucking game on a console whenever the servers go down. If you want to do anything beyond single player, if there is a single player.
I still remember. It was a while after I got Pokemon Heart Gold. Oh no, it was Soul Silver that I got. But I remember trying to do a Wonder Trade, and it would go it went for days and days, and then no bites and everything. I was like, I should have got something within the first 10 minutes. About 10 minutes of Googling, they shut the servers down for it. So it's it sucks that I couldn't do that. And as far as I know, you can't trade on stuff like that.
Nope.
Because it is required the servers are required. The only way you were able to do it is if you had another DS and you basically made them touch tips to make that little Wi-Fi connection that they had.
Yeah.
To make the trades and everything, which sucked because I was not able to evolve my Kadabra because I didn't know anybody else that had a DS with Heart Gold or Soul Silver.
Yep. So yeah, that's just another fucking thing. Honestly, it kind of makes me sort of jaded towards gaming in general, to a degree.
A little bit.
I like single player games for the fact that you don't need a server most of the time.
Yep.
That's me. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love MMOs, and yeah, you can join guilds and groups and stuff. I've really been into Guild Wars 2 lately, which I'm having the same fun as I did when I got real big into SWTOR.
Yeah.
But the only thing that sucks with that is because all these other games I've bought, like I'll play them for like 5 minutes and I'm like, I really need to work on my character, and I'll just go back to playing Guild Wars 2 for like fucking 3 hours.
You got the itch.
I do, man. There's something about like just the MMO and just
I think
zoning out. Yeah, it's got a good grind.
You might need to see a doctor about that itch.
I think they make a cream for that, Matt.
Yeah, it's called booze.
But no.
But I will say for like consoles, how you said like, yeah, then you gotta like pay for PS Plus online. Well, you technically don't have to, but they at least make it worth your while, even though there are 3 different tiers. Because if you're just on the basic PS Plus, you get 3 free games a month. Sometimes they're brand new games. They just put the RoboCop out. They got all this other shit. So you do get 3 games a month. If you're in the middle tier, then you get all these still really good PS5 kind of newerish games you can just play and download. And if you're on the premium tier, which I am now finally, which is like $20 a month, I get access to PS1 games, PS2 games, PS3 games. I was playing freaking Blood Omen and shit. Like, it's just got a bunch of like it makes it worth your while. Kind of like with Xbox's Game Pass, you know, they get a lot of good shit on there too. Like even though you're paying for a service, like they make sure the service is worth it.
So $240 a year is worth it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I still remember whenever I got wind that Failguard got put on PS Plus and nobody fucking touched it.
Oh really?
Yeah, they put. Oh, you're talking about the Dragon Guard? Is that what you?
No, Dragon Age.
Failguard?
Dragon Age Failguard. It's Veilguard, but I keep on calling it Failguard.
Okay, because I was like, yeah, they did just put that up. I downloaded it. I haven't played it. I'm not real big into Dragon Age, but
I skip it. You're not missing much.
There was a. Correct me on this if I'm wrong, Jace. Wasn't there like a 10-minute long unskippable cutscene that was just involving pronouns?
Yes.
Did not need to be in there.
And Veilguard?
Yeah, in Veilguard.
Yeah,
it's because there's a Kunari companion you get. Also, the UI in that game is fucking abysmal. None of your companions could get knocked out. They're all immortal, which is dumb as hell. It takes all the pressure off you. But Tosh, through her story, comes out as non-binary in the Dragon Age universe, and you have to. She has to. There's a quest where you have to help her come out to her mom and is non-binary. But I still laugh. Like, if you don't do every companion's side quest throughout the game, at the end of the game, all your companions fucking die, and it's fucking great.
It's worth it.
I would
skip it. Like, Jesus Christ, man.
Fuck your pronouns. You shall die.
Did the LGBT? Did the T not cover everything?
The problem is half the people
work.
The problem is half the people working at BioWare are like trans activists and stuff. Like,
I get it, but like,
could you?
This is not a trans podcast at all, so I'm not about to get into this shit. Because
could you imagine like working on a game for hundreds of thousands of hours, right? Like your whole fucking company's putting in all of this shit, and some fucking woke ass people come out of nowhere like, let's put this in the game when only maybe 10% of the entire fucking global population is this thing. Let's put this in this fucking thing where everyone else can fucking have to endure it. Like, bro, first off, I don't care. And
then it makes us seem like the bad persons when we're like, this doesn't need to be in here. Like, well, you're a bigot and you hate us. Like, no, I'm just sick of fucking hearing it.
No, I'm just tired of it, shoving it down our fucking throats. It's like a religion in your dick.
And I would love to shove a she-male down my throat. I'm on your side. Just shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Yes, Connor.
Also, to ham-fist even further, Matt, you could actually add your transition scars to your character.
Look, in Cyberpunk, it was cool. I got to put titties and a dick on myself. That was fine. I got to do that same shit in Baldur's Gate. You know, that had dick and titties. You know, it's fine, but like
in a fantasy world, like I'm actually kind of surprised there's scars.
Why
like,
would there be that? There's not magic to cover up your fucking transition.
It's because
could you just transition yourself with magic?
The power of woke.
It's basically we have to conform to the alphabet mafia.
I'm fucking sick of it.
Yeah, no, I'm fucking like it's not that I hate them. It's not that I'm like I don't hate the fact that that's what they are. I hate how they are, like how they act, who they are.
I treat a lot of these people like I treat anybody else. If they just come out and say, I'm trans, no big deal or anything. Let's, I'm just letting you know. I go by instead of I'm going from a dude to a woman. Can you call me a lady from now on? I'll stumble every now and again because especially if I've known you for so long.
Don't get mad if you stumble.
I still call everyone bro. I don't care what your pronouns are.
Like
I call my mom bro. She calls me bro. Like
I call my wife bro.
If I say he and I was like, oh fuck nope, they transition. But anyway, if they're the ones who like get personally offended and start screaming at me, I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm done with you.
Anyway, I feel like consoles have their place in time and have their place.
They're irrelevant at all, which is the argument. They're still very prevalent. People still need them, love them. It was his fucking dick light.
Yeah.
His mangina.
It allows me to hide.
He just flashbanged us all. But I will say, there's one thing, and I'm getting real sick of devs starting to do this to try to weasel their way, saying this shit game is actually a success. Not Dragon Age. Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed Shadows. As for the last week or 2 weeks or so, however long it's been, whenever it came out, has basically gone on social media saying, "Oh well, we have it's not even 4 hours since the game release, and we have over 1 million players." They're phrasing it to make it seem like they're being successful because they're saying players instead of copies sold.
Yeah, but didn't they give their game out free to a lot of people as well?
Yes, they gave codes out.
Which that seems like you're cutting your own feet off because Split Fiction, which just came out, which me and Devin are actually playing, great co-op game. That's good couch side-by-side co-op, but that's double sold the amount of.
Watch Jared and his wife play.
Well, what makes me laugh
is
super
fun.
What makes
me and Devin had to put it down for but there was a little side quest where you got to throw this bomb back and forth while doing these puzzles and this jump. Oh my god, me and Devin just put the game down for 2 days because we're like pissed off.
But they went on. I think it was like a week ago saying, "Oh, we have 4 million players now," and everyone's calling them out on their bullshit. It's like you gave free codes out to people. You basically have Ubisoft, your own Ubisoft launcher, which if you subscribe to Ubisoft Plus, you get it for free.
I do hate when games have their own launchers. Like I got Grand Theft Auto 4 on Steam for like $6, and like now I had to download Rockstar launcher just to chill, dude. I should just be able to double click and open the fucking thing.
But they're trying to basically make it seem like the game is succeeding when it's failing miserably. I'm gonna pull up the Assassin's Creed Shadows Steam DB, and Ubisoft wanted to get Steam to not do the stream database where they could actually see the numbers and everything. Okay, so this is as of right now. The game came out 2 weeks ago at a cap of 64,825 players. A 24-hour peak, 30,000. It lost half of its player base on Steam in a day.
Yeah. And it didn't really start out all that strong either. 64,000, that'd be good for an indie game.
Yeah, that's those numbers, great for an indie title.
Fantastic for an indie title.
If that was an indie
Assassin's Creed 17, it's not though.
But if that was
you're making 17.
If that was an indie title, I would consider that a success.
Like that's what Lord of the Rings Conquest probably has with all the fucking pass backwards bullshit keeping it alive.
But the fact that these devs are basically trying to word it to be, oh well, we're being this successful. Another thing that made me laugh. Oh well, Assassin's Creed Shadows sold more than Valhalla and Odyssey did. Yeah, but Valhalla and Odyssey didn't come to Steam until much later.
I also got Odyssey for $15, like years ago.
No,
that was my one Christmas present to myself, and like I put over 100 hours in that game. I was like blown away by that.
Like me and Tilly would watch, a lot of the trailers of games coming out on her podcast that I'm a part of, and 9 times out of 10, I am not interested in any of the games. There's only one game that's coming out this year that I have any passing interest in, and that's Doom: The Dark Ages.
I saw the fucking trailer for that shit.
It looks so metal, doesn't it?
It does. It's fucking metal as shit. It's like Doom. It's a Doom with Vermintide.
Yeah, that's a fair way to describe it. But
it's Doomintide.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Or it could just be called Verm.
Verm.
It's Voom.
Voom. But no, they're like, a lot of these devs are jumping through hoops and everything to make their games seem like they're actually doing well. A lot of them are not.
Dude, that's what Hollywood does right now. Dude, Snow White's the perfect example of a failure that they're trying to say is not a failure.
Oh no, everybody, like, I forget
the Discord mods.
One of them got
with Snow White and the 7 audience members or something like that.
I call it Mud Brown and the 7 Discord mods.
I'm reminded of a meme whenever
Mud Brown.
Whenever Suicide Squad I think whenever Suicide Squad came out in theaters, there was a fucking Goku Vegeta meme that was going on, and Goku was like,
let's fight somewhere where there's no one.
Yeah,
it's in a screening of Suicide Squad.
Yeah, they did the Snow White one too.
Yeah, but I'm just getting sick of all these devs and companies and everything acting. Oh well, we made it such a smash hit. We made a blockbuster. We did this, such and such.
But also,
a lot of the new stuff that's coming out is not. They're like targeting the modern audience, which does not exist.
But they're also like under contract for like damage control to talk about their positives.
I mean, it's if you have a product, you're going to make it. You're going to glow it up every way possible. I mean, it's just a thing.
We're guilty of it for doing it for this.
Really? I tell everyone we suck, so they know.
I'm very honest. Like, I say that our Twitch is the best part of the whole channel.
Twitch.tv/Memento Morons.
We've got some good things going on. We just need to hammer down on some shit, and then it'll fucking shine like nothing.
What?
Else.
We're getting hammered? Okay, a little early, but
fuck it. Why not? Baby. We ball.
Yeah, I drank all my mead last night.
I still probably about a half of this bottle left.
Rookie numbers.
I'm making it last. I can't find this in town.
Where do you gotta go?
More than likely Amarillo.
Oh wait, that's the one that you got in San Angelo, isn't it?
It's Odin Skull.
Oh, okay.
I bought a whole bottle yesterday at $31. So my
dude, Ben. I still
can't see that.
Can't see that at all.
It's Jack Daniels single barrel.
No, it's Captain Morgan Private Stock. I got 2 full bottles of it.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm good on booze. I'm running low on mead.
Yeah,
which is also booze.
Well, meet us in the middle. Anyways.
Okay, I'll give you that one, Ben. Ben, I'll give you that one. That was good. But no,
fuck you, Ben.
Yeah, it just a lot of the shit that's coming out these days is absolute geeks. Be it don't work. There's no optimization for it.
It's lazy development in that regards. No, it's lazy fucking development in that regard, because you've got people that kind of know how to do something, and so they just kind of throw.
Well,
they throw people into the mix.
They basically take rookies who have no experience doing anything, and they make them lead designers.
I've actually got a perfect example for this, and I think I might have brought it up in a discussion off podcast. But Halo Infinite, whenever it was being developed, it was. Hold on, Connor. The game itself was. Shut the fuck up and let me talk. Jesus.
Bro, that guy said 4 words this entire podcast.
Yeah, no wonder he has to talk. Every time he speaks up, you tell him to fuck off.
Two of those 4 words were interrupting me. Fuck. But anyway.
Everyone interrupts you. It's like a fucking pastime for us.
Fucking hell.
We've already talked about the bullshit fucking thing that happened with Halo Infinite on this podcast.
We have?
Yes. We've already mentioned it several times.
We've brought it up a few times.
Okay,
like,
okay.
It's not that I'm just trying to deny you fucking words to say right now, but like we have beaten that one in the fucking ground.
Okay,
like,
to be honest, I had completely brain dumped that we talked about it.
No, I haven't because I remember talking about it because Connor's did the exact same thing last time we talked.
Well, Ben, you just need to get off TikTok and get over the brain rot.
First of all, I don't.
I'm the only one on TikTok.
Yeah, Dalton's the only one on TikTok. I don't do TikTok. Fuck
I mean,
that.
I would half say I'm on TikTok, but I just see memes that are from TikTok that get sent to YouTube.
Bro, I try to say I see stuff and I'm like, bro, my friends would love this, but not a single one of you motherfuckers are on there.
The problem is I can't see it. You sent me one time and I tried to get it, but it's like you have to make a TikTok account.
Yeah,
you have to like
no.
Look at it.
And sometimes I can't find them on YouTube.
China already has all my information. I'm not giving them any extra.
I mean, Dalton keeps on sending me fucking Warhammer videos on fucking Facebook and everything. Woke me up this morning with one.
Wake up fucking earlier then.
I like what I said.
I was sleeping in. It was my day off, fuckhead. Give your balls a tug.
I love what I said to Dalton earlier. I cast teeniest tiny hands. You dick. I cast still live with your mother. I need you to reset my passwords, Mom.
Oh, I'm just thinking about that fucking meme. All hail the power of Kramos.
That is a good one. But my view on the Nintendo Switch situation, it's absolutely bonkers that they somehow not only showed off one of their, in most recent date of Nintendo Directs I've seen, one of the most hype Nintendo Directs that had everyone frothing at the mouth, just like, this is gonna be good. But then immediately woke up, slapped them as hard as possible by saying, by the way, Mario Kart World is gonna be literally $80 on release. Then they're adding stuff like, if you haven't seen, for Mario Party Jamboree, they're adding a camera so you can like interact. Like the first thing when I saw that camera was, I know damn well people are going to sit there doing a camera thing online being like, okay, let's see what everyone else does. Someone's just going to Omegle it and just put their wiener on.
Absolutely.
I guarantee
100%.
That's what was happening with Twitch when it first started, yeah.
Dude, that like portal they made in like New York to Japan got shut down so quick.
Dublin to New York.
They've had other ones that have been successful. Like it's legitimately, they're told just be a decent human being, just wave, do whatever, but don't go crazy, don't take off your clothes, just be.
The one in New York, some OnlyFans model 100% went over and just fucking flashed it.
Oh god, yes.
And her mother were on news, and her mother was proud of her.
Bro, I gotta say, that OnlyFans bullshit is giving women a way too big of a head, thinking they can go on there and make a fuck ton of money when they look like as fugly as Ben's ballsack looking face, and it's just.
Sorry, I feel like I could smell that joke.
No, like it's like a lot of women get on OnlyFans thinking they're gonna make a lot of money, but you know how fucking hard it is to get in that like top 1%. Like, bro, you gotta be someone like already fucking damn near famous.
Girls be like, I know my value, and it's $15.99 a month.
Hey, I keep on seeing it's like
I'd rather sign up for PS Plus Extra.
Console. Take that, girlfriends.
I'd rather pay $80 for Mario Kart.
I saw one. It was like a guy roasting an OnlyFans model. It was like, she's like, oh well, I'm worth this much money, bitch. You're selling pussy pics for the price of a fucking Happy Meal. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it just
hey, at
to
least
me
you can get a value meal pussy.
To me, one thing I love about gaming is you can constantly use it. You can constantly go back and play it. What I don't like about OnlyFans models is they're just trying to get money from you in the worst way possible. Because like you can't play with it. You're just looking at it like you play with yourself.
I was about to say.
Yeah, you just play with yourself looking at someone. You can actually play a video game. You can actually do something in that video game. I bet they have OnlyFans simulator. I bet that's a thing.
Point PC, it's got porn games. So I'll give you
a movie about an OnlyFans model of some kind.
Is it called Only Fangs and it's a vampire going?
No.
You joke, but there is a WoW hardcore guild called Only Fangs.
Hell yeah.
But no, it was a movie just about a girl just trying to like get online infamy for being naked and stuff, and then she's like running. She starts butting heads with other girls in the competition, but then it like becomes kind of like a slightly gory mess. I can't remember what it's called, but it was nifty when I saw it because I was like, I get the idea of what they're trying to do. But getting back onto the whole console thing with the Nintendo Switch.
Fuck you, Nintendo.
I don't know if I want to say that, because I feel like the Disney kid, but in this case, I'm the Nintendo kid. I want to love them. I want to, like, see them and say, they're definitely doing something successful. They're not going to bork it, but they bork it a lot.
It's that nostalgia, though.
It's nostalgia that
back of your head.
I haven't played Nintendo in so long, but, like, my nostalgia for, like, dude, I had the fucking SNES, 64. I still have a working 64. I have a working fucking GameCube in there, man. Like,
and
I still love it, but like I just see them like
on the Switch 2. They're gonna have a GameCube emulator thing, and you have to buy a GameCube controller, which is probably gonna be expensive as fuck.
On my throat immediately. My nostalgia was screaming the moment I saw the GameCube logo come up. I was just like,
yeah, but then they see that nostalgia and they know they can fucking make a profit off of it because
absolutely
willing to spend that nostalgia. I want something new, something fresh, something good. I want fucking Space Engineers in VR because that would be awesome.
I'm still laughing. They did a Metroid Prime 4 trailer, and I was like, okay, it's looking pretty good, but Dalton is
use magic powers to open a door. Thank you, Metroid.
Worded it in the dumbest way possible. Basically, Samus now can use like a psychic power to move shit. Great. But when you present it like, use your psychic powers to open doors.
Yeah. So fucking dumb.
That's so all dumb. You can do it for. You can only open doors with these powers. You can do
open
nothing
doors
else.
And you can jack off the monsters.
Like, don't get me wrong. I want to keep looking at the game, but you just...
I don't know. When they said psychic powers, I immediately just like, I don't want to fucking play that Metroid. And that's me. I love Metroid. I don't want to play it.
I'll say this about Metroid because I was actually wanting to go in on that. The only reason that I would be even curious about the new Switch was because of Metroid. I didn't know about the whole psychic power bullshit. But
why is her fucking ship her helmet?
But all I knew is that they were going back to the first person shooter aspect, which would
it's a Prime 4.
Yeah. So but whenever I was looking at the visuals, now this is just my fucking internet beard coming out, I guess.
This might go ahead.
I fucking dissected the shit out of it. There is nothing that you saw in that trailer that can't be done on the OG Switch.
Well, the other thing is, I'm assuming that this was just preliminary footage because it legit I looked at it and even I said, oh, this looks like it'd be for the Switch. And then boom, Nintendo Switch 2 announcement. I'm just like, that gameplay really looks like it would run on the Switch. Yeah.
It's
the loading screens might be faster maybe, but maybe not.
What hardware are they changing between the two?
It's a complete and total redo.
They're also trying to make it to where it can handle like games better in general. Like they showed footage of like the Pokemon Gen 9 games, the Tears of the Kingdom games being able to run at like a crisper frame.
Can we talk about just Pokemon is kind of overdone? Like,
dude,
there's so many fucking games of Pokemon. It's like Call of Duty for Nintendo.
I was out after the 151st Pokemon. Those are the ones I know.
First gen.
I know none of these other ones.
Meanwhile, Pokemon right now, you can have your Pokemon dodge.
Bro, it's so fucking stupid.
Use your dodge power to open the door.
like it's bro. How World comes out. Nintendo gets mad and sues them, finds reasons to sue them, sues them.
Only gets one thing passed.
But anyway, that's neither here nor there. And then immediately in their new Pokemon game does almost the exact same shit that Pal World was doing because Pal World did it better.
Wait a minute. Tell me what they were real quick.
There was one where you could literally use a fucking Pokemon to like glide around and shit, just like you can in fucking Pal World in the trailer.
Technically, they had that in Gen 9, but it was more of a safe fall feature. If you fell, your phone would catch you.
Yeah, but in Pal World, you use the pals, and like we also use the hang gliders. But in there, you can now use your Pokemon for it. It's like
you don't use your Pokemon, you use your phone.
So
because the phone is almighty.
Well, no, in the fucking trailer for the new one, it had a Pokemon.
And if it's an iPhone, it's already fucking broken.
But there's so many of them, I don't even care to try to even fucking remember their names at this point. I like Alolan Raichu and fucking Mew. That's
my autism ruins it for me because my brain's like, yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah,
the only one I really want is
Enos.
Like the last one I was really excited for was Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee because it was an HD remake of Pokemon Yellow, basically.
Meanwhile, Dalton, get out of here! Get that thing off the tier list! It doesn't belong there!
Fuck Pikachu! I fucking hate Pikachu. He's so fucking overused.
I like him.
Well, no, the only reason I liked it is because it was the Kanto region, but high def, and it was actually a lot of fun. And you weren't forced to keep Pikachu in your party.
It had the worst rival in all the fucking games that had rivals.
Doesn't matter.
Bro's name was Trace. He had nothing new. He had no competition with you. He was just there to be your friend.
Oh yeah, they named him Trace because they traced over Gary.
I just thought it was just going to be because it's close to Jace, because he has nothing new, he's worthless, and he's just here to try to be a
Well, no, Connor, or Dalton, you could get Raichu in Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee.
I told him I have an Alolan Raichu, and I literally told him, do you want me to trade it to you? But he never did.
Bro, Pokemon's overused. Let it die.
I get it. Okay.
Halo's overused. Let it die.
Yeah, Dalton, let Halo die already.
Let Call of Duty die.
Let the games die.
I'm overused.
The only reason why I was okay with trying Pal World is because it's Pokemon with guns, and you'll never see Nintendo do that shit.
Yeah, right? I'm okay with Pal World because it's something different. It's
similar. It was Conan, it was Pokemon and Conan Exiles, and just smushed together.
Ark, Conan, and Pokemon.
Actually, there's a Pokemon in there that is based off a gun and a cannon, and you have neglected this for the last time, Jason.
You know, I'm kind of glad we weren't fucking talking a second ago.
Now, with regards
What's its name?
With regards to what they're changing on the Switch, with regards to what they're changing on the Switch, they are literally gutting everything. They're actually taking all of this, which is actually the same architecture as the Switch.
Switch 2 is like...
And, well, the Switch 2... The Switch 2 is basically taking a graphics card from 2020, chopping it off at the knees, and shoving it in a clamshell. Same shit that they did with the Switch whenever it came out in 2017, except they took something way back from 2013 and chopped that off at the knees and crammed in there.
Your point made. The new one is a custom NVIDIA card.
Custom NVIDIA Turing.
Immediately makes me not want to care about it.
Well, that's the thing.
Life.
Like the first Switch is NVIDIA, but no, this was based off of Maxwell 1.0, which came out in like 2013, and then the other one is Turing, which came out in 2019. And so you're basically paying for a chopped up. Actually, no. Ampere. Yeah, no, you're paying for a chopped up RTX 3050 that's shoved into a screen. That's it.
Correction. You're playing for a chopped up nostalgia.
So, he's not wrong. So the storage is significantly increased. It's like doubled from the Switch OLED. The battery size is about 1,000 more milliamp hours. That's what that is, milliamp hours.
Mm-hmm. What's that translate into?
I mean, it's like fucking 2 to 6.5 hours.
Stronger.
Basically, it can go up to like 6.5 hours, which is less than the Switch 1 and the Switch and the OLED. The video output is 4K. The frame rate's 120.
No,
that's what their shit says. I'm just telling you what it said.
It's...
The screen size is bigger than the OLED by 0.9 inches, which Jace is used to that. The weight is about 100 grams higher, which Matt knows about grams. And
go.
it's got more USBs.
Yeah, like I don't see a point in getting something like that. But that's just me. That being said, when Connor
you can
mentioned
just simply buy a PC, but you can't play Nintendo games on the PC.
You can't play them legally on a PC.
You can't play them legally.
You can play them legally if you have the stuff. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But when Connor mentioned nostalgia, I was reminded about indie games on old consoles that are being released on physical media. Matt,
Advent Rising.
Guess what fucking system you can play Postal on?
Wieners.
What he said.
No,
You can
the
play
fucking
Doom on Wieners.
the fucking
Steam Deck.
Dreamcast.
I fucking see that.
Yeah.
I mean, people have made special fucking ports to stuff.
Yeah.
Even an angry video game nerd, there's been games made about him that people have sent him that they ported to like a Super Nintendo. They made one of his games on an Atari cartridge.
Yeah.
By the
he's
way-
reviewed his own games and he's pissed off at him because the people that made the games put all the shit from video games that pissed him off. So
I think that was the point.
Yeah, he's like, I made this my own hell.
What's up, Connor?
Another thing when it comes to the Nintendo Switch 2 grabbing for nostalgia, we finally have a new Donkey Kong 3D game. That's going to hit people who absolutely love that series.
Yeah, but the new
only
model is dumb.
No, I'm okay with it. It just looks like what it was it just looks like what it used to be, and it's also playing off the fact of the movie that was successful because it shares that. Like I said, though, thank God we don't have Seth Rogen as a permanent Donkey Kong voice, because I would be sick and tired of having to try and beat people up for bananas and hearing.
I actually
I was
have
still
that
mad about
laugh
that
as
casting.
my I have Seth Rogen's laugh as my text ringtone.
And I'm glad I haven't seen you in a while.
I hate him.
I like Seth Rogen. I don't think he was a great Donkey Kong.
No.
I think they could have did something different, but I like Seth
Absolutely.
Rogen.
Because he didn't want to be Donkey Kong. He's like, I'm gonna do my laugh anyway. I don't care. Like,
You should have just done
That's kind of his thing.
the only role he's done so far that I will give him any credit for is Alan the Alien in Invincible. That's it. Otherwise,
He was good in some other movies.
I think he's trash.
He was Paul in the movie Paul, which was fucking great.
Yeah.
Knocked Up hilarious. 40-year-old
wait.
virgin's
I
great.
think Connor hates Seth Rogen so much because a lot of people say that he looks like Seth Rogen.
No, I didn't know that.
When did
That
Seth
wasn't
Rogen get
until-
here?
That wasn't
What
until
laugh is that?
years ago in like high school. I remember when Matt came up to me and had a DVD of fucking Knocked Up and then just held it right up to me. And he would come up, I would be talking to someone, he would hold up to me and be like, what would you do if he knocked you up? And I'd just be sitting here like,
What would you do?
If you could sacrifice freedom for semen.
You know, can we talk about one studio that's fucking amazing though?
Who?
Just Larian Studios.
Larian Studios.
Lawrence of Arabia.
Mandalorian Studios. No.
Yeah.
Larian
Mandalorian.
Studio, like they made a fucking bomb ass game, right? Like a fantastic game, and then they said, "Yeah, we're done." That's
Why?
it.
They quit on
Yeah,
the
Like the
note.
last thing they're doing,
Yeah.
the last thing they're doing is just giving extra like a
8.
what are they subclasses technically called?
There's 12
There's
subclasses.
one
They're
each
adding
class.
12
Each class gets a new subclass.
Yeah, and do you want to know something else I love Baldur's Gate for that I have to say? Remember how we talked about on how Failguard had a 10-minute unskippable cutscene forcing pronouns down your throat?
You can skip everything in Baldur's
You
There's
Gate.
can
no
skip every
force-
cutscene.
There's no forcing in Baldur's Gate, and even when you see a character that you could definitely argue is probably a non-binary, they don't force it down your throat.
No,
The
they
character's
they're
just
like,
there
I'll
to
bang
say,
you. Okay, I'll bang
the
you too.
character's
Go.
just here to say, hey, help me find the pieces of my dumb fucking clown. Okay, thanks, bye. That's it. That's all it...
Honestly, I would love for our group to just play fucking Baldur's Gate.
Y'all
'Cause,
done
like,
that.
No. I mean, like, stream us playing Baldur's Gate. But, like, we were
Y'all
streaming
done
it.
that. Have y'all
but
not?
we had Jordan, which Jordan's just a hateful person, so If I'm streaming with Jordan, it's either me and Jordan or me, Connor, and Jordan. Jordan's not streaming with anybody else anymore. I
still don't know why Jordan tolerates me.
Jordan fucking loves you. I don't even know. Because you guys are very similar.
Yeah.
Like Connor and Jordan are a lot.
It's like
it's two different different varies of the same.
It's like if we switched his psychosis with my autism, we'd be the same person.
Well, he's just as autistic. He's just psycho.
Psychotism.
But anyway, I would love it if if we had the ability for like this group, because we can't do it with 5 technically. We can with the mod, but
we can with mods.
Matt would be the narrator. He'd be the bard narrator for us.
Like, it's fun. I enjoyed it, but it's too much.
Matt, no,
it's too much of a game.
Matt, you would just watch us get drunk, do whatever you want, and then when something happens, just announce it to the world with a flourish.
Hold on. That's too much game, but you're watching fucking One Piece? And you're okay with
I don't have to do anything to watch One Piece.
Okay,
hold on. Sit down and go.
You can put that bitch on fucking narrator mode and just fucking blow through everything.
Hold on. Shut your cocksuckers for just 1 minute. I just had an idea. Why don't me, Dalton, Ben, and Connor try to play it, and Matt join the call? One of us stream it on Discord so he can see it in real time without the delay, and he narrates what happens.
Fucking Timon from fucking Lion King. Connor literally just said that.
Just fucking said that. Is there a goddamn echo in here?
Well, I wasn't paying attention to Connor.
You fucking that was the exact thing.
He literally did say that.
You know
what?
Nothing about.
You could be drinking a beer or something. But
Dalton,
I wasn't paying attention to Connor.
You know why they call her Echo 419? Because all 418 others are Jace.
When I was a young warthog.
Are you driving this boy to drink?
Fuck you.
You drove him to downward spiral.
Yes.
To drink.
Just that fucking instant drink sip of that face of instant regret.
I was so excited to talk about this because I just picture like the moment when like Dalton and Jace force the woman to like bring her husband back as a zombie, and then Matt's like, and now necrophilia will be commenced within the home, and the child will have to watch. How spectacular. What adventures and misadventures shall our 4 unfortunate souls go along next? And then you're like, but what if we did that and Matt was there?
Hold on. I have a suggestion. Connor, can you do a David Attenborough impression?
Hey, Connor, can you do a David Attenborough impression?
Who's that?
Honestly,
he's the fucking British guy from all the nature.
And now we she.
I would need to listen to him for a bit because I've kind of forgotten his voice.
Do an old British guy voice.
It's basically, and now we see the blue-footed booby in its natural habitat.
I say David Attenborough could fucking actually speak though, Jace.
I was just giving him an impression so Connor could try to remember.
Just old British guy.
Like.
Anyway,
a little bit of a.
Ben works on Fridays, so
yeah, that's the issue. What about Saturdays?
Saturdays are my stream nights, but I could swing that.
So I was going down the indie game rabbit hole. There is one fucking developer that deserves a fucking gold medal.
No shit.
Who's that?
It's a developer called Watermelon Games, and they have this multi-part RPG game. Or they have this multi-part RPG that spans across multiple console generations. It's called Pure Solar. You want to know how many fucking platforms they put this thing on?
What?
More than
starting from top to bottom.
It's not on Steam.
PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, Xbox One, Wii U, Ouya, Macintosh, Linux, Dreamcast, Xbox 360, Sega Genesis. Like, holy shit. And they even have it to where you're using the Sega CD add-on for enhanced audio.
What are their games?
I'm looking at the game. It's called Pure Solar and the Great Architects. It's one game that's been ported to. They've made it and they basically ported it to every single one of them. And I'm just like, holy fucking shit. You know how much work that takes?
A lot?
Yeah. 5 years, apparently. Because they started with the Sega Genesis in 2010, and their last release was let's see, it was Genesis, PS3, PS4, Windows, OS 10, Linux, Ouya. That's all 2014. Sega Genesis was 2010, and then the Dreamcast was 2015. So
what console is the Uwu?
The Ouya. It's so the Ouya.
It is very confirmed.
What?
The
It is
Ouya.
very confirmed.
No. It was an Android-based console that basically ran off. Like you take your fucking Android phone and you make it into a console with a controller.
I remember hearing about it once upon a time.
It was the stupidest fucking thing imaginable. It came out for $350 at the same time as the PS4.
I mean, I don't know if it was the dumbest thing because I still remember the N-Gage.
Nah, the N-Gage, you could. It's so uncool that it crossed back to being cool because then you could play SOCOM while talking with your buddy back in 2004. So I mean, hey.
Okay, so what? We just doing a morons Baldur's Gate run then?
I mean, if we could swing it, honestly. I mean, we could do Wednesdays. It would only be a couple hours, but
whenever there's a chance. I've got some stuff going on that might free up time, might not free up time. I don't know. I'll tell you after the recording.
What are your free days? Or free evenings, rather?
we'll talk about it afterwards.
After the recording, I know you tuned Connor out, but are you tuning me out now?
Goddamn anybody. Fucking
Jesus fuck.
I listen to Matt because he's sexy, but goddamn.
God damn it.
I thought I was
supposed
gonna
to
hit on
listen to
you this
people?
whole time, but I didn't. I'm sorry, Matt. At least I threw some things in there.
Yeah. But
Look at
anyways,
that fucking beautiful lips of those. She's got lips of an angel. Just hearing them
Connor
words
Connor
makes me
taking a
sweet.
I don't know where he went.
I think he's fucking pissed.
Oh.
But you know what? Connor needs to fucking realize that's exactly what it's like to be me and Ben.
Yes. God damn it.
So I guess that's basically kind of hammers out all the stuff that we're going to be talking about, all the consoles and everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
In my definitive, because you know when you do a thesis, you gotta have a fucking end thing. In my definitive experience of video gaming and all that stuff, I believe consoles will always have their place, and the PC will always have its place because there are people like me and Ben who are autistic, love PCs. Kind of like how there are people that love trains. There are people who are just average Joes who aren't as intelligent as we are. So they're gonna go for consoles. I'm not saying that they're stupid. I'm just saying that Ben and I are like, way up there. He still looks like a shaved ball
God
sack.
damn, look at that ass.
Holy fucking, look at that dumpy. Like, he fucking moved. His ass fucking, like, jiggled.
He spells cheeks with capital letters,
Bro,
dude.
I have a model that I'm gonna make for VR now, and it's just a T-Rex with a dumpy now. Holy fuck.
Bro, god damn, dude.
What the fuck?
We're making your VR bottle, Ben.
Bro, you jumped up and your ass like it jiggled, and it was like,
God fucking damn it.
like, bro, if I was gay, I would have been going for that ass.
Yeah,
a
I
long
heard
time
that
ago.
song that's like bum 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 but wiggle 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 bum 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 bum.
Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
and in my opinion, consoles will have their place. PC will always have their place, and the consoles will continue to get greedy and be a bunch of assholes and try to make it where we have to pay a lot of money for things.
Yeah, I think both are going to go up in prices regardless what we do. But
Oh yeah.
as for them becoming irrelevant, no, never. Maybe 20 years in the future when everything's a singularity and we only need one thing to do every fucking thing. But for now, just, people got different budgets. There are different places in their life. Like I said, both are great. Both have their places, but I think they're still very prevalent and will always be so.
Yep.
I'm in the same vein as y'all. They're going to be, the consoles and PCs are always going to be basically the two sides of the same coin. They're always going to be, consoles will always be relevant. And like what Matt said, there's always going to be, people who don't want to build anything, just want to plug and play and just let's fucking go. And then, you get assholes like Ben and Dalton that just want to build everything. Shut up, Dalton. I'm right. And
Why am I an asshole here?
because I said so, that's why.
Oh, fuck you, bud. You don't fucking listen to anybody, you fucking echo. Fucking have an original thought for once.
I'm sorry, this thing's empty as fuck.
Anyway,
What
Connor,
about-
we're giving our thesis on our opinions, whether or not it's going to be relevant or not.
Consoles,
Most of us have agreed that they're not going to be irrelevant.
They will.
What are your thoughts, bud?
They will.
They will be. They will be irrelevant.
How long do you think it's going to
No,
take?
they will be relevant still.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I've been on Matt's side. I've been on Matt's side since the beginning.
fair enough.
I'm in both. I'm on both sides, honestly, because that's just. I see both. I see both arguments.
They always have a place. Not to mention one of the Nintendo's biggest audiences they try to go for. They don't go for the modern audience at times. They do make games that do go for specific audiences. Families is who they go for. How many times have they come out with games that have features, crazy gimmicks, silly stuff built for families? Because do you know who will spend $500 or $80 on a single game to please their little ragamuffins? Parents.
Yeah, just regular parents too.
Well, I mean,
They know it.
And piggybacking off of Connor, Nintendo especially, a lot of their stuff aimed at kids.
Not all of it, but most of it. Pokemon still does at times.
I would say about 80% of their stuff is aimed at kids.
Yeah, Nintendo is definitely more kid friendly than Xbox and PlayStation. I don't know if Nintendo's gonna have freaking Manhunt on it or not.
Dalton?
Actually, I have this. I have this set up. The Nintendo is for families and kids. The Xbox is for frat boys, and the PlayStation is for the gamer.
Donors.
Distinguished. We are the distinguished gentlemen.
And then the PC
Yes.
gaming master race is for the console racists, to the guys who look down upon you people.
Yeah, y'all are the KKK of gaming.
The dirty, unwashed console peasants.
Meanwhile, what I said about Ben still holds. Semen for thermal paste in the year 2042.
What the fuck did you just? I love consoles. It's just that I find no reason to have one right now.
I thought he was going to say, I love semen.
I love semen.
The
All
only
of my
one-
fucking thermal paste.
The only console I have is my Switch, and that's it.
I thought you were pulling up your phone like this is a console. What? Actually, is mobile gaming a console?
No.
No, here
That
is
should just
my
be the
quote.
ending.
Here's my quote. Here is my quote on mobile games. You are on this council, but we do not grant you the rank of console.
True.
Okay, that's fair.
That's unfair. Take a seat.
Take a seat, Candy Crush.
Take a seat, young android.
And just the PS5 guy just.
Meanwhile, Xbox. What about the droid attack on the Wookiees?
The PC tower's not even there. It can't be bothered.
No,
the PC
tower is the Sith.
He's the head. No, he's the head of the fucking council. What are you talking about? He's the best. He's Yoda.
No, he's the dark side because he's trying to turn Anakin over to his side for the PCs.
Join me,
You're the
PC
PC
cell phone gaming.
You're the PC master race. Are you going to kill me? I would certainly like to.
Coding and indie games. Is this a power that I can learn? Not from a cell
I
phone.
brought peace, power, gaming, and microtransactions to my new console. Your new console. Don't make me absorb you. My allegiance is to gaming, to consoles. I hate you! Only a PC deals in absolutes. I will do what I must.
You have done that yourself.
And just like the VR versions. Wait.
Wait.
Fit?
Wait, the table pops up and instead of Darth Vader, it's my desktop.
Where does VR fit in the gaming?
Where is my
Everywhere.
data? Is it safe? I'm
VR
afraid.
everywhere. I've got VR on my PlayStation. You got VR for your computer.
VR is for the well-off or the bad with money.
Where is my data?
Both of those
Is
things.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Look. I can talk shit about Connor's spending habits all I want, but the only reason that I'm able to do it is because I make like 4 times what he usually makes. So.
Motherfucker was on the phone with me for a solid goddamn hour about a processor upgrade for his fucking Twitch shit so it would work right and everything. And then he's like, you know what? I should save my money. Very next fucking day. He gets a fucking VR headset.
I'm recording.
No.
I'm trying not to. We're almost done. Go on.
To be fair,
yeah, it's cool. You're working on it. Get back to it. Close the
I
door.
wanted this for a long time.
I'm still laughing.
I love how he justifies it. I wanted this for a long time.
I'm
Let me
still
have
laughing
it.
at.
And it still works.
Fucking Ben did not help my Star Wars thing because he said his PC rising for the table, and I just pictured, where is my data? Is it safe? I'm afraid, in your gamer age, it's on the cloud now. Watch!
No! I think that's a good spot to end it. A good bit of comedy.
Yeah.
Oh, now, Lord.
So, this is gonna be the last episode to come out for a little bit, just because things are a little hectic over here. But you can still hit us up on Twitch. That being said, if you still have questions, comments, concerns, bitches, gripes, complaints, or would like to become a part of this podcast whenever we're done with the little mini hiatus around mid-May, then hit us up at momentomorons@gmail.com. If on the offhand chance you would like to contribute, then hit us up on Patreon, hit us up on Ko-Fi, hit us up on Spotify for podcasters. We're there. Just Google us. You'll find our Facebook page. You'll find everything. We're on YouTube, Rumble, your mother's house. It's all good. Shout out to
Ben Mom's house.
Shout out to the Goblin Hole. As a matter of fact, Patrick is going to be. Patrick is the host of the Goblin Hole, and he's actually going to be helping me with a little project for the summer.
Right on.
So
he's going to jack him off.
Anything you can share, or is it just kind of under wraps?
All I gotta say is, it deals with this.
L7? You're a square?
You're on the level.
Yeah, don't be such a cunt.
But no, he's going to be helping me with an indie film project. As a matter of fact, later on today, I'm going to be working on some script stuff with another guy.
It's for his OnlyFans.
He's putting out some feelers to see if he can get about a half a dozen people for the roles. So, yeah. Anyways, this is Memento Morons. Remember, we're morons, the podcast for the motherfucking outcasts. Later.
Thermal-paste semen.
That's the new Queeping Queen, I've decided.
Thermal-paste semen?
Bro,
Connor made an executive decision on that.
I want to make a video of just all of Connor's autism